Hello everybody, and welcome back to the shop for another action-packed 10 minutes of how to build an RC jet. Oh yeah, okay, here it is Tuesday and it's not in the paint department yet, but we're getting real close. There's just a lot of building to this thing, man. Yeah, I did my main gear doors, got them all built, both of them. See, they get built up with these things in there. There's where my air cylinder is going to hook up. I got them rigged up for some of them piano hinges. Kind of like these things. I think they're rough and tough, and it makes them removable. See, that'll be a long strip. We had to order another one, but that'll go all the way across there and make a nice hinge. And then I just put some screws through there into my 1/4-inch plywood, like I did my big old flats. See, then you can take them off real easy. There's the gap where the hinge slides in there, and then just put my screws back in. Bam. Take them on and off real easy. I gotta put my horns on these tonight. Got it marked where it needs to go. And do a couple more things to get this thing ready to paint tomorrow. I got space for my rudder servo cut out. And look at that. Oh yeah, that's the elevator servo. I was kind of worried about and thinking about the past few days where I was going to put them circles and how I was going to mount them. You know, because the plans called for putting them on a shelf right here. You put a little shelf right there, and you mount them here, and run carbon or dowel rod in here, and kind of a torque rod setup. And I hate them torque rods. You always end up with slop. You know, I'd rather just have a servo connected to the elevator. You know, and the thing was how to get them both in there without just mounting them to the doors too. I don't like doing that on elevators. It makes them sloppy. So I came up with something. I'm going to show you guys. Check this setup out. And here's the door. Here's the door, okay? And it mounts right there. Just the horns stick out both sides. No, that ain't just one servo with the arm on both sides. There's not very much room in there either. But I got a screw here holding this little tray in I made. Another screw goes up front here, but I just put the one in it. A long little screw. I drilled at an angle to go through this plate. Bam! That old thing just slides right out. Yeah, I had to make, there was already a bulkhead going down here. I had to make another partial bulkhead in the back. I just glued some blocks on there, made this tray, mounted the servos to it, slide it right in place, put a couple screws in it, bam! Nice, solid. That thing ain't going nowhere, man. A couple screws in there to hold it. That thing is not going nowhere. I got this set up all done. Whoops. On the rudder. Now this put a carbon fiber tube to connect the two. Connect them both together. The horn's at the bottom. So it just has to have one servo. Got lots of movement. Wings are completely done. Elevators are done. All I really got to do tonight is mount the canopy. And it's in 2 pieces. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I think I'm going to make some of them little hook horns, you know. Put this in and hook it that way. Okay? And that'll just be held in place by this other one. As long as it don't slide forward, it won't come out. I'll just make me some of them hooks. And then pin this one in the front. And a spring-loaded deal right here. That I'm still debating about just gluing both them together. I don't know. I'm going to get these mounted tonight. Cut out my ducts. I'm going to put some resin. I'm going to put some resin on this wood in here. Just going to paint some resin on these where these body flaps go. And where my speed brakes are. I got them bulkheads made. See, he had kind of a funny nose gear set up. And we just wanted to go with, he had his mountain block going straight up and down. And so we didn't want to have to buy his gear. So I just made 2 new bulkheads for that landing gear. This one I just traced and put the rails for them slots. This one I had to make completely. But that's about it. Cut these holes out. The ducts fit real nice. Cut them holes out. Glue them lips on that go right here. And that's about ready for the paint shop. We got the stickers. John went and had some of the stickers made. And it's going to look cool, people. I can't wait to paint this. I'm going to throw a paint job on here. It ain't going to take but like a day. You know. Maybe 2. By the weekend, it'll all be done. And it'll be ready to give back to old Balcom. And hey, you guys, Butch has been jamming on the B1 spars. For those of you who ain't seen it, you can go to our website. And he loaded a bunch of his 30-second movies up there, cutting up all that tooling board. That's quite interesting, you know. On cutting out that phone, he can take like 1/4 inch at a time, and you know, and it still takes a while. You know, it takes a couple hours, you know, half a day to cut like them old spars sitting over there. But with that tooling board, he can only cut just a little bit at a time. And it was like a 3-day cut. But he made some movies. And so we are moving forward on the B1, baby. And it ain't going to be long. I'm going to be back on that B1 hard. And get that thing ready to fly, man. You know, I can't be the guy who started the B1 and didn't finish it. Y'all know me better than that. But, oh, I showed you guys my sign, right? I like that. Monica made that for me. She got that through River City Graphics. He made that up for her, but I think that's pretty cool. B1 Bob flies Cam Lex jets, people. Anything you need, man, she'll get it for you. If she ain't got it in stock, she'll find it. And man, I still ain't got my battery in to go fly that little foamy. Plus that wind's been every day, 30 miles an hour. Now it's hot, summertime, but we're thinking about going to Oklahoma this weekend. We want to go to Broken Arrow. That flying they're having down there. I think we're going to make it. So, I'll make y'all another video, people, and then I'll start painting. I'll be painting tomorrow. So stay tuned. And we'll hit you with another episode of How to Build an RC Jet.